watching Good Morning San Diego.
Also a very cool cooking school to tell you about. You can go all the way to Tuscany for cooking lessons.
Let's go. Sounds great.
Let's go. We'll talk about that as Chef will be here. Well, coming up next, cooking up some Tuscan specialties.
We're going to get a sample here in the studio and tell you how you can travel to Tuscany to learn to cook these specialties all yourself. Stay with us.
What better way to learn how to cook delicious Italian cuisine than to learn in Italy? I'm going to try my Italian here. El Campo Cucina,
Perfetto.
close, is offering cooking classes in Italy. Marlane Miriello.
Si.
Is that close enough?
Yes, that's my name, Marlane
Okay.
Miriello.
That works for me. All right, tell us first of all, before we get to the food,
Yes.
about this wonderful place in Tuscany.
Yes, well, it's centered in a village. It's a cooking school that's centered in a village. And it's an unusual experience because you can take classes in women's kitchens around the village and you learn the old heirloom recipes from a variety of teachers. And there are no other schools like this in Tuscany. It's in a village named Radicondoli, west of Siena.
And the tourists don't know this area very well.
No, this is an undiscovered part of Tuscany, but it's just kind of hidden right in the middle. It's a perfect little pocket.
And you say it's like a self-sustaining village.
Yes, it has the capacity to be completely self-sustaining because there's a solar panel field in the count's, we have a count there who hosts lunches, and he has a solar panel field. He shows people that can power the whole village.
Okay, and when you say your family has a home there and your family has a home here.
Yes,
right?
right.
So that's your connection to Southern California
That's
as well.
right.
Now, let's make this, and then we'll talk about the deal that's being offered as well. So what are we going to do here?
Okay, so we're going to make the gnudi, and it includes spinach, which you cook first well,
And you call it
then
gnudi.
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 Okay, all right. We're going to keep it straight here.
You use 2 pounds of spinach and cook it down, and then let it cool, wring out all the water so it's nice and dry, and then you whack it up with a knife. You chop it up, and then you add this much ricotta cheese, 2 cups, and then you add 2 eggs and Parmesan cheese and salt and some gratings of
Now,
nutmeg.
you said a 5-year-old could do this, so I'm paying attention closely here.
Yes, okay. And this is fun, grating nutmeg,
sure.
okay? All right, salt and pepper. And then the trick to this is, if you don't want to create pond scum, which is very possible,
That would be me.
is you have to test out the amount of flour. So you put the flour in, and this makes it hang together in the boiling water.
Otherwise, you get pond scum.
Exactly, which happened to me the first time. And that's why and when I went back to the cooking school, to start the cooking school, the first dish I asked them to teach me teach the class was this.
Right here?
How in the
Okay.
heck do you make this stuff? Because it's something someone could make at home, without too much effort.
Sure.
If they only know the trick. And so this is it. So you
Okay.
mix in enough, you just play with it because it's different every time. You don't know how much
You have to get your hands dirty. Okay.
Yeah, and this is where the 5-year-old comes
I see. Get to
in. You make
roll
a
it
little ball
like
about an
spaghetti
inch
balls.
around. You drop it into the water that's pre-salted, just like for pasta, and see how it's falling apart a little bit.
A little bit.
We're going to add more flour.
Okay. But they're going to end up like this down here.
Yes, they're going to end up like that, and then you cook these until they come up to the surface, and then cook them another minute. Same as with real ravioli.
And then that is the dish right there, or do you use it with a pasta, or is it strictly that?
No, that's it.
That's it.
And you can serve it with ragu. This is
Okay.
with butter and sage sauce. And then you top it with some freshly grated, top quality Parmigiano
So how do you
Reggiano.
say delicious in Italian?
Delicioso.
There you
Buon
have it.
appetito.
Okay, now the class itself is being offered. Tell us about that this fall and winter.
Yes, we have 2 classes this fall, one starting October 16th, and the next one will be November 9th, and The one in November will include the olive harvest,
Okay.
which is a very special time in Italy, all through
So
Italy.
it's a week-long trip, and you take the classes. It's approximately $3,000 in that range, right?
Yes.
And for more information, right there, the phone number on your screen is 858-375-5757.
Correct.
And the class is right there in October, and then another one in November. And there's your website as well, which is?
www.ilcampoitalia.com.
I was going to let you
Yes.
say that. All right, so then this is one of the many, many dishes that you'll learn while you're over it.
Many, many dishes, yes. And there is a special for that November class.
Okay.
If you call this week, you can get $250 off your week.
That's the deal.
Yes.
And it's a great. Do couples go on this, or is this mainly just women that go for the cooking
We
class?
have several couples signing
Yeah?
up for next year. Last year we had a lot of women. We had a 96-year-old woman who came and outran everybody else. And we had also one man, he was a Catholic priest, who joined the first group of women.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd like to sit back and have him cook me up a few meals at the.
He was
rectory.
fabulous.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.